The 39 now. They'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Shifts past him at the 45. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Play action. It's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And here comes Berrios. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Burris. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And Robbie Anderson makes a nice catch there for a first down. Now in his second year with the Panthers, but he has a history with Sam Darnold, his new quarterback. They played together with the Jets in Darnold's first 2 seasons, 2018 and 2019.
A first down throw, Darnold. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
Darnold gets this to McCaffrey and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Darnold from the red zone now. That caught by Tremble. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The return man, Ty Johnson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Open man is Denzel Mims. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. This one caught by Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On second down now, it's Hines. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. To throw is Wilson. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A play fake, and it's Darnold. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
The Carolina Panthers picked up Tommy Tremble in the 3rd round from Notre Dame. This is a tight end with terrific upside, a tremendous blocker, now showing good hands on that catch for a first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. And Anderson's got it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Berrios. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Justin Burris there to bring him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come, and with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads. That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
On 2nd down, Johnson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
During a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Working with a 2nd and 4. Darnold running the option to the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Sam Darnold, 15 yards. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Jets 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they were able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Hassan Reddick in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are right back in this football game. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Throwing now is Wilson. He finds his man Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2nd and 11. Wilson to throw. Eluded, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. There's Wilson. And a throw right sideline is complete. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 1 last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.